All right, Blake, thanks for being here today. Amazing. Hypefest 2026.
Amazing to be here.
Yeah, it's been incredible energy. It's been amazing to like watch everything that's happening from in here, seeing how this whole event has been looks really incredible.
Yeah, it's a great venue. It's great place to be.
Yeah, amazing. So yes, you're co-founder of Superform, and really excited to have you guys here. Obviously, you guys have just come into Hyperliquid here recently. I guess what has attracted you guys to Hyperliquid to begin with?
Sure. Yeah, Hyperliquid's community is obviously community first.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it's one of the few like blockchain ecosystems that we see just kind of natural adoption kind of ground up from the community. Superform, since our founding, has been very similar in our ethos, which is that we value a strong community, we value doing what our community says. So just at that very fundamental layer, there's just natural alignment. I would say Hyperliquid's obviously gone the furthest of maybe any crypto project ever, in that, which makes it extremely attractive because we value it as well. So I would say that's very fundamental as to why we wanted to be on Hyperliquid. The second would be just that the community adopts new products rapidly, and if they feel that like you are there for the right reasons and there for the community, that your products will be well received. And you don't need some sort of like buy-in from some higher up to actually get that kind of backing that you might see from other chains. So that's kind of first and foremost what attracted us. I'm just excited about seeing Hyperliquid grow and being a part of it.
Yeah, amazing. Well, it's wonderful to hear that you're thinking about it from like, if we have good products, people will use it. We don't have to dog food it or have these other things, right? So that's really cool.
Yeah,
really cool.
We very much value that like approach of, what does community actually want? What is a product that they need and what are they asking for? And then trying to deliver on that versus trying to think kind of top down about what a community or ecosystem needs. Like just listen to them and then, see if it works.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And obviously yield is something that's kind of an interesting topic within Hyperliquid and is, very attractive in that sense. And obviously a natural fit for Superform, right?
Yeah.
So, what's some of these kind of aspects that you guys are looking at as far as yield and whatnot within Hyperliquid?
Yeah, so we, Super Vaults are our vault infrastructure layer. Yep. So we've had kind of a version of our vaults live since 2024 that was originally built on Yearn v3, but we've rebuilt our vault infrastructure from the ground up to be permissionless and have lots of controls to make sure that the vaults are curated responsibly, and they basically then allocate with that curator into different yield opportunities on the chain that they're on. So kind of our Hyperliquid expansion will have two core phases. The first will be the deployment of our actual Superform protocol, which allows these vaults, like any sort of Hyperliquid vault, to be listed on Superform. So that's kind of step one. Exciting stuff. So if you have a vault and you want to basically get in from another chain, we basically act as this natural onboarding funnel where you can bridge and swap in one transaction into Hyperliquid from wherever your assets currently are. So like we act as this like onboarding funnel into whatever vaults are already there.
Amazing.
So that's kind of like step one, base layer. Step two is then the curation of those actual opportunities. Initially, our first flagship strategies on Ethereum were curated by the Superform Foundation. But going forward, they can be curated by anyone. So it could actually be community curated, agent curated, like a hedge fund curates it. And we've been in discussions with a few different funds that were interested in doing Hyperliquid kind of organically. So they're like, oh, can you guys go to Hyperliquid? We want to curate a strategy there. And so that's been very much what's leading our Hyperliquid expansion.
Jeez, very cool. Well, I'm happy to hear that this is all like really dialing into what you guys need, and there's a ton of alignment here. It sounds like
absolutely.
Yeah, awesome. I guess like what other next things do you guys have here with Superform through Hyperliquid? You kind of touched on a little bit. Other things here we can kind of look forward to, or
So Superform, I guess I could give a quick high level of what it is.
Sure.
We call ourselves a user-owned neobank. Obviously, user ownership is the same ethos of Hyperliquid. What that basically means is that Superform has a token. The token interplays with all these different things like our vaults, but its core, the neobank part of it, is delivering DeFi in an easy-to-use experience. And so when Hyperliquid, our protocol gets deployed on it, it also means that our interfaces then can support Hyperliquid, or HypEVM. So those like any vaults that are listed on Superform are now available on our web app, so you can deposit into it with that abstracted experience, or our mobile app as well, which is really exciting.
Oh,
So as soon as like the Superform core protocol is deployed, now any vault on HyperEVM can now now be accessible on the Superform mobile app, which is live in the App Store in the United States, Canada, France, Germany, Australia, and lots more coming. So it's like Hyperliquid on mobile.
Yeah, amazing. I've seen a lot more things come to mobile here, and I feel like just with the way the world is these days, more people are looking for that mobile experience. And I know, like, even with what you guys are offering too, through your kind of smart accounts and whatnot, allowing that accessibility for people to just join in with all of those accounts, and allowing it to have a lot more functionality.
Yeah, our thesis is that DeFi needs to be easy to use to reach that next billion users, and like obviously Hyperliquid's core product is also pretty easy to use. But from the mobile side specifically, we felt trying to make people get a private key and back it up and all that stuff is not that easy, but it still needs to be non-custodial. It still needs to be owned by the community. And so the way to do that was basically allow people to create an embedded smart account. And that embedded smart account is secured by your social. So that's your Gmail, your email, or like an Apple account. And from there, you can export your private key if you want, but you don't need to. So you can just securely log in. It is non-custodial. You can then onboard funds and then access the best DeFi rates. Our upcoming HyperEVM, Super Vault. Whatever you want to.
Amazing. Amazing. Very cool. Any last comments?
No, this is great. And very excited. It's coming very soon. We're not on Hyperliquid yet. But it's the next thing our smart contract team is working on currently. So it's in the order of weeks. Maybe even next week. So
let's hope. But alrighty. Well, amazing. Awesome. And Hyperliquid.
Yes, Hyperliquid. Very nice.